I have never ever had a scone that I liked until I made these. I got my dry ingredients here. It's flour, sugar, baking powder, and some salt. I already mixed it together here. Well, we're going to start with eggs. I just want to start with the eggs because you want to have the right kind of crunch in your scones. No eggshell. Then we have 254 grams of starter. Then we have 10 grams of vanilla, the rind of 1 lemon, and 90 grams of cream. Okay, you mix all this up. And then we have 226 grams of cold cube butter. You want to make sure it's cold. What you want to do is you want to crumble this into the flour. And once you got the butter worked into the flour, you can still have pieces that are about that size. It doesn't really matter. You want to actually have clumps in there, clumps of butter. But you add that to your wet mixture. So you want to start mixing this up. And at some point when you feel like you can't get it together any better, put it on your table. And you can use your hands, but what I like to do is I like to squish it together with a bench scraper. But once you feel like it's come together, you just put it into a container. I'm going to let this sit in the fridge overnight, maybe 2 days, and then I'll come back and I'll shape it and bake it. The scone dough was in the fridge for a couple days now, and I just put it out on the table here. I'm going to sprinkle it with a little flour and rolling pin and roll it out. It's pretty tough. It's still cold. So, all right, you can still see the butter, pieces of butter in here. So that's going to be super yummy when that bakes. And so now I cut it into triangles. Now they go on a parchment lined baking sheet. This is some cream, heavy cream. I'm going to brush them with the heavy cream and sprinkle on some Swedish pearl sugar. It makes them look really pretty, and also gives them a nice sugary crunch when you bite into them. And this goes into the oven at 375 degrees for about 20-25 minutes until they're nice and plumped up and brown. Then we'll have scones. Scones were in the oven for about 30 minutes. They turned a little bit, well, nice and golden brown. And as I said in the beginning, these things are just absolutely amazing. They're crispy on the outside. They're so luscious. And what are they? Crumbly on the inside. And the flavor, sourdough, long fermented. The lemon zest and the vanilla and just everything else just makes these things absolutely delicious.